Friends, dreamers, and adventurers. I want to take a moment with you today, not only to talk about the game, but to talk about something much larger. The love of stories, the power of imagination, and why, despite the endless noise of our world that we've created for ourselves, we must never lose sight of what it means to create, to dream, and to play. Sure, we live in a time of constant distraction. Voices flood our ears, screens flood your eyes, and advertisements follow us like shadows. It can only feel overwhelming, and I know it does, because it does for me too. And there is no silence left in which to think, no stillness left in with our dreams. And yet, it is precisely in the chaos that storytelling becomes more important than ever. Stories remind us of who we were and who we want to become. They give us shelter when the noise grows too loud. They remind us of that beneath all the static, beneath all the chatter, there's something deeply human need to listen, to imagine, and to share. And that is what drew me into text adventures. For some, you look around you, you sometimes feel like your life doesn't have value because you're not doing much with it. You're going to work, you're going to sleep. You feel as if with every passing day, you feel like everything is coming undone. I find that sometimes with me, I wake up and I don't even know why I'm waking up because the world is just so against everything. They want to break your spirits so they can mold you in a way, and it's just that doesn't fly for me. I grew up on believing that you can do whatever you want no matter what, and everything would work out. And I feel like that's what's going on with this game, with the Labyrinth of Time's Edge. For some reason, you want to look for something within you. You want that scream out your story or your song or your poem or the statue you want to make or the painting you want to paint. It's one of those things. And I always find it funny when you know, people in bands or people who put out their artwork like that, right? You know, they have no money invested in themselves because, everyone's poor. It's hard. You can work on yourself, the investments. You don't need investments. Just go out there and do what you love to do. Artistically, I'm saying. And go out and just do that. That's what I'm doing. So my game is I don't even have money. I'm married. I have kids. I don't have money, is what I like to tell everyone. And it's this world I wanted to create. And see art, and it's always been about daring to build worlds from nothing. Could be, it could be, like I said, painting or composing a story or a storyteller with an empty page, or in this case, an empty text file. Here is something new. Here is something that matters. And in a world that often feels overcrowded with noise, with light pollution everywhere, uh, ads being targeting you because of artificial intelligence. But here's the truth I want to tell you about my game. Text adventures are not just games. They are echoes of the oldest form of storytelling. Think about the caveman in the cave, rely on the fire, just dancing about, going, I don't know how cavemen spoke. Ooh, ooh, ah, ah. I don't know. But anyways, that's the origins of human storytelling. And you can only imagine how horrible storytelling is through like monkeys. I can only imagine how hard it was to understand them, but you get the general gist of it. I'd assume so. And above all, I hope you feel welcome here because this labyrinth is open for you. It's open for me. It's open for the, the mission one has to make life complete. I'm, I, in my head, I come up with these talking points for when I do these videos. And I know I don't really do them that often, but I am going to say that I will do one or two of these videos a week. And I'm going to do that from now on with footage of the game and whatnot. So if you like these videos, comment, Tell me you like these videos if you're still watching this far. I doubt anyone watches this long. The secret word is tomato. Put tomato in the comments if you like potatoes. So, anyways, in the end, what I want to say is simple. Thank you. Thank you for walking these halls with me, for braving the warlock's illusions, for stepping into the unknown. Thank you for allowing me to share this creation with you in a world where sharing often feels drowned out by noise. And thank you for keeping alive the love of storytelling, of text adventures, of imagination all on its own. And the Warlock's illusion part there, that's a little hint of what's coming up. It's going to be great. You're going to love it. Because Labyrinth is not mine alone, it is ours. And together we will continue to build something vast, something interactive, something alive, something unlike anything you've ever seen before. The adventure continues, and I, for one, am honored to walk it with you. Don't forget to download the game, Labyrinth of Time's Edge, link in the description below. If you want to check out my Patreon, you can, link in the description below. If you like this video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, tell the world, tell the masses. And remember, adventurer, with your lantern, you will discover the world. Venture Weaver out.